Hello, in the previous video we saw the output of the program without creating any object. We saw the child class extend the parent class. We have constructor and static and non-static blocks in both classes. So what happens if I go to the main method inside the child class, and here I create an instance of the child class child c1 equal to new child. What happens now? We know that we have static blocks and non-static blocks in both classes. What happens when we call the new keyword and call the constructor? We're calling the no argument constructor of the child class. We come here, right? This gets executed. But before we create the child class, we need to create and instantiate the parent class. So it's going to make a call before doing anything. It makes a call to the parent class constructor, the parent class no argument constructor or default constructor. So if we don't put, the compiler is going to put a super here before doing anything in the child constructor. So it's going to call the super or no argument constructor of the parent, and this gets executed. But before executing the constructor, if we have non-static block, first the non-static block gets executed, then the constructor of the parent, and we come back here before we execute the child constructor. The non-static block of the child gets executed, this one gets executed, then the child constructor gets executed. And we know that for each class load, the static blocks get executed. We saw that in the previous video. So now if I run the program, we first will see the static blocks, the static block of the parent, then the static block of the child, because we first load the child class to the memory, and before that we need to load the parent class. Then the parent non-static block, this one gets executed before the constructor, then the constructor of the parent class gets executed, then we come to the child class. Before we execute the child class, we go and execute the child non-static block and the child constructor, right? Then the main method prints this one.